Premier League football is back today at St James's Park as we take on Burnley just a couple of short days after beating Manchester City 1-0 here at St James's Park. On top of that, we play PSG and Kylian Mbappe on Wednesday night. Wow, I still can't believe I'm seeing our first game in the Champions League at St James's Park since 2003. It is now becoming a reality. It's just, you compare this Newcastle team to a couple of years ago. I think Burnley today will be a fixture that 2 years ago. It'll be a winnable game, yes, but always a game that you're going to struggle in. But to be honest with Burnley so far this season, they've been no different from Sheffield United and Luton Town. It's just been, they haven't got going, have they? They're struggling in the final third. Yeah. Look, he knows it, you know. Let's just all the lads down there. But yeah, we take on Burnley. It's going to be a good game of football. Now, they're struggling in the final third. Newcastle, we've got to be able to pick them apart. I'm expecting that to put a good squad out. We've got to get going straight away. I think second half we will calm things down. But once we get a couple of goals on the board, you would think we're going to win this game. So we'll see how things go regardless. I'm expecting us to beat Burnley with all due respect to them. I just feel like it's such a hard fixture for them. But listen, football is a funny old sport, isn't it? So we'll see how things go. If you guys are new around here, make sure you get down there, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, that's what you enjoy. Without further ado, I'm going to take you to the player entrance now. We'll see how things go today.
Can you have a signature? Nick. Jamal, can you have a signature? Jamal, can you have a signature, please? Dermot, can we have a signature, please? No. That's a big cold. Sanjay, can we have a signature? Oh, we go.
That is now all of the Newcastle United players in for today's match against Burnley. One question I always tend to get asked on my YouTube channel is people going, Adam, where is the best place for me to get an autograph from a Newcastle player? Where's the best place for me to meet a Newcastle player? When can I do this? When can I do that? I always get that question, so I thought now is a good opportunity to show you what the actual player entrance is like on a match day. And the last thing I want to do is to bash on the players because it's a tight schedule. They've got to be in for the ground at a certain time. They've got a big match against Burnley today. They've got to be in that pre-match mood. But I will call out when I see the amount of players today that are getting out of the car next to the fans. I mean, they're not even acknowledging the fans, just walking past. I mean, tonight he just like waves, so they didn't like give any eye contact or anything. Now, I don't want to bash on the players because again, listen, they're not entitled to do anything. But I always feel like it's a thumbs up, a little wave as they walk past. Obviously, I'm not expecting them to stop because they haven't got time to do that. But in general, just wave and say hello as you walk in. I think it looks great, and for the younger fans there as well, it just puts them in a good mood. So that's just my personal opinion anyway. But you guys are entitled to think what you want. But in regards to the best players where you can actually meet players, where you can actually interact with players, I wouldn't say there's that much of an opportunity now. Now I know people go to the training ground. I don't know what it's been like at the minute, but during the summer there's been loads of people going. Of course, some people are also misbehaving, and it's just been a case where the club should try to cut down the fan engagement as much as possible. I think they will improve on it. I think on a seasonal basis they try and get something on. But in my personal opinion, probably once a season you want to get someone on. Now last year we actually went to the club show where the likes of Jordan and Bruno were there for a meet and greet. Just something like that once a season. And finally, in regards to stuff like autographs, maybe the club actually might be a bit of a controversial take, but even sell some autographs I think is good for the club and get some extra money in, and ultimately for fans. But if you want an autograph from the player, you can buy directly from the club so you know it's legit and genuine. So yeah, this is my thoughts on that anyway. But we're going to speak to some fans now. We're going to head inside the ground. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. First time ever as well where I've seen a bodyguard there, so Newcastle players now are getting extra protection as they walk into the stadium. But yeah, let's speak to some fans. Hi, it's Peter.
And hi, it's Charlie from Charlie Talks Football.
Well, it's good to see you both again. Good result for Manchester City midweek. We're now going into Burnley. And again, just like the City game, you've got to think about, well, on Wednesday we play PSG in our first Champions League match at St James's Park. So we've got to have our minds focused on that as well. But going into this match today, how are we feeling against Burnley?
Well, I think I'm pretty confident for this game. I think we should hopefully score a few goals against Burnley. You know, Burnley, I just don't think they'll score today. I think Newcastle should be in control for most of the game. And I'm going to go for a 3-0 win for Newcastle.
Oh, you're right, Charlie. I'm going to go 2-0 for Newcastle. Be interested to see if Isaac will play because he hobbled off on Wednesday. I believe he's okay. And also Wilson suffered from a tight hamstring. He's got a really good record against Burnley. So if he plays, I think he will score. So I'll say 2-0 to Newcastle. But the anticipation's building up for that big game on Wednesday night against PSG. So excited to be in the ground with my son for that first Champions League game together. It'll be a fantastic occasion.
Hey, I'm Rob. I'm from Worcester. This is my first game to St James's since 2012 Europa League game. I managed to get a ticket in the ballot, very first try, so super lucky there. I'll try again and maybe I'll get more luck, but there we go. So just bought some shirts. I love the third shirt, so I had to get that. Got the home shirt, got a couple for my nephews. So yeah, 3-hour drive this morning, 3.5 hour drive this morning. Went alright, smashed it. And ready for the game.
How did you get into Newcastle? I mean, that's quite a distance. You got like any memories you want to tell us about?
Yeah, well, it was 1996. I was 8 years old, and I thought it's about time I started supporting a football team. The only thing I knew was that I hated Man United, and then a team comes along and beats them 5-0, and I thought, well, that's my team. That's pretty much the story. And then Alan Shearer as well, my boyhood hero. So that's how I got the mighty Newcastle.
I know. I mean, it's been a long time, but now after all these years, we are back in the Champions League. The club's doing so well now. I mean, just tell me your general thoughts. I mean, how have things been for you over the past couple of years? It must be incredible seeing the team do so well now.
Oh, it's a massive turnaround from now. We've got that, what's it, fat cop Ashley out of the club. And there we go. So invested a lot, and the team's looking good. I mean, they've bought a lot of good players. Gordon's looking amazing at the minute. I'm probably going to get him on the back of the shirt tomorrow. There was too big of a queue to get it printed in today, so I'll give it a go tomorrow. So Gordon's the main man at the minute, and Isak's probably my other favourite player. Bruno as well. Yeah.
And finally, for me, score prediction against Burnley.
We've had some good performances recently, so I hope that we probably beat them. I'll go 3-0. Why not? Yeah, let's go. Well, I don't know who's playing yet. I don't know if Callum's playing. He'll probably get a goal.
I think Callum's supposed to be out, if I know correctly.
Yeah, at least one of the two, Isak or Callum, play. Get one of them. Gordon another goal, and let's go Dan Burn as well. He can run. That goal the other day, running around from the back post. That was, even though they were grabbing your shit like crazy.
It's Geordie Josh. I might see this on TikTok and YouTube, but here we are. Hi guys, Jack's fan, JJ Chan with TikTok. I've got HK there, so yeah, drop a follow. I'm Jack's friend.
No, Jack's friend, no, fair enough.
It's not bad.
Well, listen, boys, what are we thinking today against Burnley? Big match before PSG. I think Newcastle are going to hammer a side that's been struggling this season.
I don't know, never confident. I'll say 1-0 Newcastle. After the Botman news, I'm like that now. I did say 2-0 to Josh on the train, but I'm going to go down to 1-0. We're going to nick it 1-0 today. But yeah, I'm not confident.
Before the game I said this is the most confident I've ever been to beat a team as a Newcastle fan. Botman's out, apparently Wilson's out. I'm still going to go with 1-0 Newcastle. I'm less confident now.
I'm just about to head inside St James's Park now, around half an hour into kick-off. I've seen Newcastle United's lineup before. Sven Botman is meant to be out for about a month. What a huge blow that is for us, especially Champions League matches at PSG at home and potentially Dortmund away as well. On top of that, potentially Manchester United away in the Carabao Cup. You're missing your best centre half. That's a big ask, and now the likes of the South, the likes of Paul, have to come in on a regular basis, which, based on that City performance, they can definitely do the job, but can they do it every single match against opposition that are going to be going for it every time? It's a big ask, I will say. Wilson also misses out as well with his injury. It might just be a case of the rest of for PSG. He might not even be injured, so he's out of the squad completely today. Newcastle, regardless, I think still should be beating Burnley. I don't think it's a concern for now, but I definitely think it's going to pile on. The Champions League games, and that's the ones. Botman's out. That I'm good. I'm absolutely good. But let's head inside the ground now. Hopefully today we can still get our result in. How are the Mags?
The first goal of the game to Newcastle, the scorer, number 24, Miggy Almiron.
Good morning guys, I'm now back in the house. Apologies for the bad hair, but I just wanted to quickly reflect on the game yesterday because, well, looking back on it now, was it our best performance? Definitely not, but it's just a game where we've got PSG Wednesday, it's in the way, we've got to get out of the way, and so far this season, it's already happened a few times. It's like, I'm turning up the matches at James Park. I'm kind of wishing we were playing on a different day now because we're going 3 times a week. It's just so much for the fans, and you can kind of see that it's just a bit deflated at times. I just felt like that match yesterday was just so forgettable. Like, it's just, we've done it, well, that's it. We've got to focus on the next game now, and we've got such a huge game as well against PSG. It was just there. It was just there to be won, and Newcastle did their job. I thought we were better than Burnley. I thought I had a bit too much in the game, to be honest, but listen, Newcastle was still the team that deserved to win the most, so I can't complain there. I will say though, I've got some huge videos planned for the Champions League this week. I can't spoil anything, but the club's treating it as a big deal. It's going to be incredible to see what they've got in store across the week. But just from me, one final time, guys, I appreciate you watching as always. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section on the game. I've talked about way more in detail on my match reaction. I'm pleased with the performance. Did I think it was amazing? No, but we won the game. I've got our 5th clean sheet in a row, so I'm not going to complain whatsoever. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.